I was debating on actually going live today. Um, I am having another. I'm kind of, just having a down day. Uh, I I thought that this new guy that I just trained. I thought he turned out he was just in a traffic jam, and I've just been stuck in a down mood since then. Because that's like this time I had that feeling like uh, you know, when is it going to end? And I'm like, and started thinking about just going, hey, nickel and dime, how's it going? Shoot, man. Uh, I almost had a bad disappointment today. Hey, Linda Bucket List Journey. And yeah, it turned out he was just in a traffic jam. But it happened to be after, hey, Gil Skills in already. How's it going? How are you doing today? So, and it turned out, like yesterday, he was just asking her how much money he was making and stuff like that, So I was like, I had that. Do solar homesteading. How are you doing today? Yeah, awesome, awesome. I'm glad you're doing good, man. And that just, but I had that feeling that feeling like I'm about ready to go. I'm about ready to just pack it up and take one of my other offers because I'm getting tired of this. If it fits, it bakes. How's it going? Yeah, and I started early today. I was like looking forward to this actually. Um, you guys have no idea. I'm holding the camera at this angle because there's people leaving over there, and I don't know if they want to be filmed or not. But so, and that just kind of set my mood for the day. And then I got a notification that Smile More put out a video today, and I was like, yeah, that's what I need, I think. Hi, Mr. Greedy. How are you? I checked out your video today. I don't know if I commented or not. That one about the Xbox. Hey, KSA 73. How's it going? I'm doing better. I almost had a Cuban Beauty. How's it going? I almost had a severe disappointment this morning, and it just kind of set the mood for me for the rest of the day, And it turned out that it was all good and all that. I just couldn't shake the feeling and all that, and watching Roman Atwood helped that a lot. Yeah, for sure, always good. Oh, cold and rainy. It's just cold. It's cold and sunny here. I don't know if that's better or not. But yeah, so he showed up and I was like, dude, all right, but I was still like down inside. JNC Fishing, how's it going? Right? That's cool. Yeah, me too. Cause I was, dude. I had that quick feeling that I was just ready to go and take one of those offers, and because I'm tired of not having, it's like it's all me. You know what I'm saying? And in a position, or in a job that there's usually three people to take up all that slack, and exactly. I was looking forward to this. That's why I started early. How's it going, Passion for Hunting? How are you doing today? And and I was like out here. I was like, screw all that. Sarah Hawk Hardy, how are you doing today? Media Hydra. All right. All right. And I was like out here like for 10 minutes waiting to hit that record button, and then it was like 3 minutes till I'm like, all right, So yeah, that's, I was totally looking forward to this. And bucket list journey. How are you doing today? Uh, so yeah, so I wasn't sure how this was gonna go, as far as me, because yeah, kind of getting tired of things, but that's why I move around a lot too. Oh, the wind. Sorry, and that probably blew your ears out too. Oh, cool. Thank you for saying that. Serving from my home. How are you doing today? Okay, that might work. Hey, hi, Angie. Okay, okay, that's cool. I watch a lot of people when I'm busy and leave it run and all that. I was doing that to Floral Jungle. How are you doing today? I was doing that today while I was working on Respot cells. I was watching Recycle Dude and a couple others. Inspired John. I cannot believe you do not have a wrench by your name. I don't know why that is. Oh. Yeah, I didn't go through yesterday's or the day before too. Man, I just got I actually just stayed in the snack bar this morning and didn't clock in until it was almost time for the bowlers to start. And so I didn't get, by the time I came back there again, I was already on the clock, and I'm not gonna play around. Oh yeah, 8:15 Eastern time, if I'm right. Neoblade Gaming, how's it going? How's it going? John is actually not feeling exactly awesome either. Priscilla Mayo, how's it going? But his is more, he's like getting sick or something like that, and his son's really sick too. Okay. I actually remembered something. So, that's kind of how my day's gone, it's, and I'm not anxious for tomorrow to come too, because it's going to be another one of those early to late days. I'm doing better now. I was a little bit down this morning. I thought the new guy quit, and because he wasn't here yet, and I was like, all right, maybe he's just running late. And then the owner told me that he was asking about how much money he was making last night, and I was like, oh no. She's like, so maybe he quit, and I'm like, don't tell me that. Hey, Backwoods Ramblers, how's it going today? So yeah, so I was really looking forward to this. Michael McReynolds, how's it going? I'm doing better now, thank you. Yeah, this morning was a little bit of a downer, but it turned out to be okay. But sometimes I get stuck in moods. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you very much. And also, if you could for me, please lick that smash button and share, tweet. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Oh. So yeah, it's and I ended up not going. I have like 2 days of chat to go through, and because for some reason Inspired John doesn't have a wrench next to his name, and he's definitely one that should, unless that's like a glitch or something. Oh, thank you very much, Gil. Thank you. Yeah, I know it is pretty nice today. That is one thing. I was glad it was a nice day. I might actually be able to unzip my sweater. Right? But you can retract them anyway, so oh, all right. Battery low. Yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. I've had to end a few streams that I didn't want to stop because of that. And so, yeah, I'm still drinking coffee. I've already drank some water in between, but this is my fourth cup. But the other ones were the next size up. The other two, and then one. I don't know. All right, Neo Blade. Thank you for stopping by. 11 p.m. Is that what time it is there for you? Yeah, okay. Wow, yeah, you're pretty far east. Or west, whichever way you want to go around the planet. I don't know. So it's almost club time for you. Yeah, I know. I was like, I saw the coffee pot on. I was like, yeah, I think so. I got the ADHD, so it actually calms me. Well, yeah, calming me down is probably not a good idea, but that it does. Yeah, and actually, the sun's kind of bright for me right now. Sorry, y'all, and I'm like catching a glare off of the. Well, it's just not gonna. It's gonna keep moving with me. Yeah, Cuban Beauty. I think. I forget what I'm think. Foul Fish. How you going? How you doing tonight? How's it going? Something like that. Hi. But yeah, Cuban Beauty. I can't remember. I'm thinking you're either in Louisiana or Florida. But that's how this memory goes. Texas. Oh my God, I was miles away. Beauty and Lifestyle. Hi. How are you doing today? Yeah, Texas is cool. I love how it's like such a gun state too. I mean, I like to watch. I like to. Oh, okay. Yeah, I grew up in South Florida. That's just the coffee and creamer. Once I start drinking some water, the voice will, won't be as. All right, sweet. Yeah. But I'm a big fan of Demolition Ranch and Roman Atwood. And Roman Atwood doesn't, do guns as much as Matt Carricker, but he does actually, he doesn't do them much in his videos, let's say. Oh, that's cool, Passion. Thanks for watching, for sure. Yeah, a lot of the day and night ones that I watch while I'm working, and sometimes I can't even hear them, and I'm just like letting them run because I'm cool like that. I'm playing. Oh, I knew you fished. Or at least I remembered that you fished anyway. You probably said you were a hunter before. But if I remember correctly, you and Pam's Great Outdoors had a little conversation about that, if I could talk. That's cool. That's cool. I actually don't hunt. I never have. But kind of, yeah, growing up, but I'm glad my mom raised me. So, I mean, my dad was there and he just wasn't there, you know? That's cool. Yeah, yeah, cool. I do love guns. I love shooting guns. I just don't have any of my own right now. Anyway, given the chance to buy one, I would. I've had some. But yeah, that's yeah. Oh, and another thing I found out too is that yeah, AK's pretty good. I like a good 50. But yeah, I found out another thing today. Yeah, wow, immediately. Actually, YouTube is raising both the subscriber count and I think view time, but not views or something like that to be monetized. And that's going to be in effect by February. So some people were talking about that somewhere today. I don't remember exactly where. And I think it was one of the ones I actually watched for the first time today. So yeah, just got to make it further out of reach for me. Oh dang, yeah. I hope so, Cuban Beauty. Me too. But they actually won't demonetize you if you go under the subscriber count, but they will demonetize you for watch time if you can't get the watch time. Yeah, I know. I understand. I mean, I do and I don't. It's like, I'm pretty far in debt with what I'm doing right now. And if I could, I would love to be able to. Yeah, I know. They're, in my opinion, getting very close to driving a bunch of people to other. Rom's Homemade, how are you doing today? They're getting very close to pushing to people to other platforms. And I feel that if they... Okay, great, awesome. You're welcome. And I feel that if they push all the newcomers to another platform, by the time they get big on that other platform, the big ones on YouTube aren't going to be carrying it, because some of the big ones on YouTube are already looking as it is. Oh, really? That's awesome. Yeah, congrats, Inspired John. That's great. Yeah, I know. And I believe we've had this discussion before. I don't remember if it was on mine or yours, but I think it was on yours. I know what you're saying, John. I know exactly what you're saying. It's like, but and dude, it's cool that it happened here for sure. You know, But yeah, they're all right. But they're getting close to pushing everybody to another platform, and if that happens, then YouTube is just going to be the next MySpace. I know, right? Don't watch the numbers. I always do. I'm sorry if I'm walking around and shaking y'all. I'm like, not the best day. Not, but I have tonight off. Cody Spinks, how is it going? I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking. I think I checked. Oh, no, I didn't. I ended up getting my attention somewhere else. I got called for something or something. Uh-huh. Yeah, I did. No, I showed you how to do it. I'm sorry, y'all. It's going to be loud for a second. You can actually probably hear me better than on 11. Probably hear me better than I think you can, because the last time I recorded back here live for Facebook, it sounded a lot better than it really did. Make sure it might be on 12. Sorry, y'all. Please don't leave. Oh, if the carpet doesn't start, you gotta kind of give it a little nudge. Alright. Now, if they still say they need a ball return, get the ball return up front. Alright. This is why I have to stay around here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the Huntsman. I think you just came in. Hi. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why my attention got diverted earlier, Corey. Not the same, but the same reason. Hey. Whew. Running and well, I wasn't running anyway. I usually do for my calls though. Zero to Homestead, I believe I said hi to you. But if I didn't, hi, I'm sorry. My mind right now. Yeah, that would be great to find out. Matt Carricker from Off the Ranch, Demolition Ranch, and Vet Ranch. He has all three of those separate because Demolition Ranch deals with guns, and I saw something, but I think it disappeared, y'all. I'm sorry if somebody said something to me. But anyway, I'm in top chat, so that's probably why. If you said something, go ahead and repeat it. I'm sorry. And like if you said something to me and I missed it. But he was saying that he was looking at other platforms, but they just didn't have the viewers to compete with YouTube yet. But I hear you. Huntsman, and I would definitely watch that. Well, I like watching all your stuff anyway when I can catch it. And sometimes if I miss a bunch, Rob, thanks. Um, sometimes if I miss a bunch, I'll like binge watch a little bit, you know, but, yeah, maybe. But it would probably still end up being the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's really hard to say, but if and it could be Twitch that they were talking about. That would no, I might later if I remember. I'm gonna Google YouTube and I'm gonna see what else pops up because sometimes they suggest other things. Well, being that YouTube's a Google platform, it might not. I got Bing though, too. Uh, I mean, honestly, they don't have competition right now, and that could be why. They just haven't. But it's like, I'm sorry, 50 things running through my mind right now about the same thing. But it's like they're getting too big and they don't have any competition to worry about. You know what I'm saying? But, if I were to find another platform, I would probably go there, to be honest. Yeah, it is kind of a monopoly. There's like, they have Twitch and Vimeo, so you can't really say that it's a monopoly. But Twitch and Vimeo charges you one way or the other. I think Twitch charges you to watch, and Vimeo charges you to record. If I have that right, I don't know. I think Twitch is more of a live stream thing. If I'm right, I'm not sure. I know it's mostly designed for gamers, but okay. Oh, it will. Absolutely. It'll be it could be their downfall. But on the other side, if it did happen to them and they turned things around the right way, they could bring themselves back or just keep going down. It's, it can go any direction. Yeah, that's what I thought. And, I love doing the live streams every day and stuff like that, but my main objective was edited videos. I just haven't really, by the time I got the equipment, I didn't have the time. This is my busiest time of the year, and which it really sucks because I keep going further into debt too, like even another 60, if they did monetize me, even another $60, which could probably be what I would make, that would help me a lot, Oh, really? Yeah, you keep that going. See, right now, other platforms starting up wouldn't really have it so easy because YouTube is so big and people wouldn't leave it. Because the ones that are up there, they're getting stuff taken away from them. Hi, Fantastic Calamity. How are you doing today? Yeah, watch time you know. But that could all change because they're taking money away from those youths. They're the only reason they're staying here is because they have so many subscribers. You know, it's that little noose around the neck that's got them stuck on YouTube right now. And if they did actually go to another platform, like Logan Paul, okay? Logan Paul is an awesome example for this. He built his fandom over years, okay? And he had a lot of fans on Vine. And when he stepped over to YouTube, it took him like a year to get over 10 million or something like that, you know. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, dang, he climbed really fast," but no, he already had a fan base, you know. And I guess the same with Jake Paul, but I don't watch him. I don't really care for the guy. Okay, great. Yeah, it's good to see you around here for sure. Fantastic Calamity. Um, it's been a while, I think. Fabulous. How are you doing today? Really? Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Uh, I'm. Who was that, Rob? Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, and it was YouTube. It's funny because it was YouTube's. I think it was their idea to do the live streams. All right, you have a good night, Media Hydra. Thanks for sticking around, man. I did watch your show this morning. I don't know if I commented. All right, you have a good day, Homesteader. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, yeah. Well, Jake Paul didn't have a problem. But yeah, it kind of did, but kind of didn't. Because I don't think Logan Paul really lost subscribers. He just was kind of out of it because of that blow he got. I mean, it was a mistake. It was a pretty big mistake. But see, I saw that video before it got pulled off the air. Facebook and LinkedIn. Oh, really? I'm gonna have to find out what LinkedIn is. But I saw that video before it got pulled from the air, so I had my own outlook on it before the media painted it. If you can catch my drift. Through the whole video, he said why he was doing what he was doing, and I can really tell when somebody is being genuine, Yeah. That's and mine too. I have a lot of views from non-subscribers too. MetaCafe. Now, are these like, live stream platforms, or can you do like edited video type stuff on them? I have heard of MetaCafe. and I keep forgetting about it when I mean to look. Okay. You know, and it's like I have that little feeling too. I don't know if I should leave YouTube with, you know, or if, you know, I should not, you know. And I'm still in my very much in my beginning, you know. But you know, it's like, you know, my mind gets stirring on some, like, you know, like it did this morning. And other things affect me the same way, you know. Like today I was thinking about like checking some other stuff out or something maybe. And you know, it's like I already have really good friends over here. And you know, even if I said something in every single one of my live streams, I'd probably have maybe 50 over there. It would be like starting over again. LinkedIn. All right. I'm going to look at that. Oh, have to be under 10 minutes. Okay. Which actually is kind of a good thing. Because 10 minutes is the sweet spot anyway. If you catch, you know, I mean, anything over 10 minutes. If anything over 10 minutes, it's highly likely that that's not, I'm sorry, they're talking over there. If anything over 10 minutes, it's probably, it may not get watched, and it's even higher likely that it won't get watched all the way through. And I'm sorry I'm in such a serious mood today, y'all. And that's why probably why people are coming and going. Oh, wow. Wow. That's kind of crazy. I still might check it out, though. Because, man, it's a very questionable thing right now. And, you know, but I would actually love to help somebody from, you know, I mean, you know, as much as I can, you know what I mean, from the ground up, you know, that would, okay. I might have to see if I can get into my chat a little bit later tonight. MetaCafe and LinkedIn. If I say it, I might actually remember it. It's more likely anyway. But I might just totally get into some movies or something tonight. I don't know. I watched I watched Transformers last night. The last night again. Sorry. Something in my coffee. Oh, man. Yeah, aggravating day. Aggravating day. Venom, really? Is that, oh, wow. Yeah, I want to see that movie. I want to see that movie. I might have to see if it's on Showbox. I bet it is. That dude, that's the actor in it. He's one of the actors that I like. Ever since, oh, what movie was that in? It was like a mob kind of movie in England or something. I don't know if it was filmed in England, but yeah, it was like an England set. It wasn't Rock and Rolla. It might have been Rock and Roll. I don't know, but it was a really good movie, and then then I caught him in something after that again, and I was like, dude, all right. And he was actually the reason I wanted to watch it, because he was really cool in that movie. But yeah. But yeah, this is kind of why I was letting everybody know what was going on with me, like from the beginning, because I kind of want everybody to know that this is not like usually me. I'm like just in a blah mood now. Hey, MU3 Music, how are you doing today? I'm having kind of I'm a little bit down today, so I'm sorry if this isn't like the most awesome of my live streams. If anybody's new here, look for yesterday as a reference. It's like some days like this, I wonder if I really should just go live or not. But yeah, I was looking forward to it. It might not appear so, but you guys actually are cheering me up. This is kind of one of my inside days. Everything going on in me is going on inside me right now. It's not one of those days that I project as much, Yeah, there's a bunch of cool people in here. Yeah, I know. I know. And yeah, I'm a little bit harder on myself than what I expect out of other people. I don't know. That's just me. I'm very understanding, except when it comes to me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Simon Cantola, how are you doing today? I'm gonna let you know right now that I'm having a little bit of a down day. But you've been here before. I remember you. But I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of a down day. Most of what's going on in me is staying inside me. It's not really projecting. So I'm in a little bit of a serious mood today, if you know what I mean. Sorry. All right. Hey, John T. Cash, how are you doing today? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you're welcome. You're welcome. And if I've missed some that you've done, again, it's because you got buried under a stack of notifications, and sometimes, I do try to catch some people that I want to watch that I haven't seen yet. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. And yeah, it was like one of those days. I was very close to snapping and just pack it up and go, and once I got that mood inside me, this just wasn't going to be a great day. It's like I'm cheered up and I'm happy now, but yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be another day. That's Thank you, Simon. Thank you. So like I was saying earlier, though, it's like I was actually even waiting for my do something. do something alarm to go off. She just sent the other guy home, and now she's calling me. I'm sorry. But I know, right? I know. Yeah. So anyway, again, like I just said, she just sent the other guy home, and now she's calling me. And I can't leave it go. I'm sorry. It's going to get a little bit loud for a couple seconds, and then I'm going to come back out here. So, you know, I'm sorry. I have a I'm one of those that's really severely dedicated to my job, whether I hate it or not, whether I'm pissed off at them or not. Oh, dude, Stoic, how's it going? How are you doing today? I'm not exactly having a great day, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm switching like that. But I just checked to see if there was any ball returns or train jams and anything other than she can worry about herself. Hey Priscilla, I don't know if I said hi to you. I'm sorry, I'm having a very mixed up, kind of rough day. How are you doing, nature nerd? Outdoors? So, very aggravating day. She was probably calling to let me know that she sent him home. And she doesn't always exactly remember things great, so she probably forgot that I'm live right now. So, yeah, all right. But, yeah, my name is Bill. My name's Bill Ball. And, I mean, I'd like to tell you to look for my name and the same avatar on Facebook, but I haven't been looking at Facebook much. And the one that I've been looking at is the one that's more my personal one. Hey, Holsher Fishing, how are you doing today? Yeah, Holsher, I'm having another one of those crazy, terrible days again. So, if I'm happy right now, it's like inside me, it's not projecting. So I'm a little bit sort of serious right now. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit down, but yeah. Going back to what I was saying before, I'm a lot harder on myself than I am on, everybody else, Everybody else, it's like they apologize to me and I'm like, dude, it's no problem at all. And it really is not a problem, but when it's me, it's like, I feel bad about it, So I don't know. Hi. Oh, dang. Ooh. Oh. One time, I was working in, thank you, Gil. Thank you. One time I was working at, Jupiter Lanes back when it was Don Carter, the first time I worked there. Yeah. I went in on the day that I was scheduled, and I was like, it was during the summer, and I was wearing a winter coat and sweating to death. I had that, serious cold sweat thing going on. And I just propped up a chair by lane 60 and put my feet up on the step and went to sleep. And, the calls would wake me up from the megaphones. And I would run and grab a call, and then I'd go and sit down and go back to sleep. And the head mechanic walked in, and him opening the door woke me up, and I looked over at him. He's like, "You sleeping?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay." And I was like, "Dude, honestly, I'm sick as a dog right now." He's like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, so but today the aggravation is real. Oh, dang. I keep a phone charger in my pocket. If it's not charging my phone, it goes back in my pocket as well as I can remember too. But sometimes reaching in my pocket for something can be a pain in the butt because of that. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I try to, yeah. I mean, it's like for as long as I can remember, and the best way to explain it is to see the good in things. But it's like, I think mostly what sparked it was I read a book on psychology in high school. Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad to hear that. Neuro Trigger, how's it going, man? My bike's inside. I'm yeah. And I'm not having a great day either, so this is a little bit on the serious side today. But so it's like after I learned I could kind of understand sort of understand what made people tick in a way, but it brought things to a different light for me, that certain book that I read, learning about how people learn like a higher percent of their personality comes from environment than it does from their parents, and basically that people act how they were raised, and all that. It was a very entertaining book, and it has to be a very entertaining book for me to read it, to be able to read it. And because the whole ADD, yeah, not really. I've always been more worried about other people than myself. What actually made me discover more about myself was when I moved to the Carolinas, and people were like, "Dude, are you kidding with me, or are you pissed at me?" And stuff like that. And that was when I first actually stepped inside myself, like to examine me, And Claudine Penna, how are you doing today? And I'm going to warn you too, this show is a little bit on the serious side today. I've had a bad day. But and that was and another thing too was when I moved up to St. Augustine, Florida. And that's cool. When I moved up to St. Augustine, Florida, I was in a checkout line and somebody was talking to me. And I was like, it was really weirding me out. I was like, what does this person want from me? Van Life Sheldon's Travels, how are you doing? Yeah, this show's a little bit on the serious side. I've had a bad day. I think I'm just gonna say it like that from now. I'm warning everybody when they come in here. Grant McIntosh, how are you doing today? And I'm glad most of you all already know me, because Grant McIntosh, this is kind of a serious stream. I've had a bad day, but and I was still feeling weird about it when I was like had my stuff in my bag and my wallet back in my pocket, and I'm walking away, and I'm like, I'm like, you know, and dang, it leaving there, I realized, hey, that person was really just wanting to talk to me, because I was not used to that. It was a weird thing. And yeah. And so, because like I was saying, I grew up in South Florida. And where I grew up, it was mostly people from New York and New Jersey. And a lot of them were people that New York and New Jersey kicked them out of it. So, the last time I went there, it's a totally different place, and it's not. But, that time I actually loved it there. And, but yeah, what really made me examine who I am and how I treat people was, when I moved it was all just humor. It was all just tongue in cheek. I was kidding with people and stuff like that. But, so, and me, growing up, I grew up homeschooled. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And I wish I kind of do. I don't know. I'm happy. Knowing me now, I'm happy I had the life I had, because when people are rude to me, I understand where they're coming from. And when people are have that southern hospitality, I get that too. Um, so, where I'm at now, I'm actually glad my life went the way that it did. And a lot of my personality about, reaching out to help people came from living in Kentucky. So yeah, you pretty much know what I'm talking about. It's they're thick-skinned people, and it's like you walk into if you were like fresh out of Kentucky, lived there all your life, and went into a whole room full of New Yorkers kidding with each other, you'd probably be like, should I leave? Is things gonna get crazy? Are they gonna be fighting? You know what I'm saying? Awesome. Yeah, that's right. You were from I forget which city, but I remember. Yeah, I remember you saying that. And she was from oh, I forget where she was from though. Oh yeah, no problem. You have a great day. Thanks for coming by. I'm sorry it wasn't such a great day today. Um, yeah, Louisville. That's right. Chicago. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's from Chicago. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. And I just I have everything that I am is I have to attribute to other people. You know, because I mean, I did examine myself, but it was because of other people spending the time with me. I know. I know. So, I mean, and it is a good thing that I traveled and got out of there. It really is, because the yeah, I consider all of you family too. Honestly, uh, that's when I come on, I say hi family or something like that. Yesterday, I think I said hi nomad family. You know, um, seeing as how I'm a nomad, so all y'all are grandfathered in. You know, sort of. I don't know, but I mean, if you don't want to be called a nomad, that's okay. But that's all right. I hear you. Thanks. Nobody ever says grandmothered in, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that though. Yeah, actually, um, because somebody asked me that once. That does that make me a nomad? I'm like, yeah, it does. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, all right, you know, they're my nomad family. I was like being careful picking it up. So if I looked like I was studying for a second, that's why. Yeah, right, right. I mean, it's like buckets. um, yeah, but that's kind of Oh, the go. Yeah. I recorded one that I put up. Uh, it was like a couple minute video or something like that. One of those couple minute videos I did, and put it up on YouTube. And then also I have some riding footage, but I haven't had the chance to make the closing of that yet. Uh, because actually, when I do have a little bit of downtime lately, I just veg, you know, and that's all on me. Like tonight, I don't have anything going on here tonight, and um, so tonight I'm probably just gonna veg because of the week that I've had, and and then Saturday I got called in. Saturday was my only day off uh, since, yeah. So that's how that goes. And a lot of what I do is off the clock because I'm not gonna, they call me in. I'm not gonna clock in for 5 minutes and then clock back out again. I just don't really see the point. Um, okay, you have a great day, Simon. Thanks for coming by, man. You were a big help, bro. So that's kind of you know if I it's and that's a lot of that is leading to why I ended up in such a bad mood this morning over that, because Um, because all this, I kind of, and it's responsibility I take on myself, and all that. But it's just been tearing me in so many directions at weird times, and so it's not really leaving me. I'm not getting paid much. Plus, I'm also not having enough time for this. Um, this 4 o'clock to either 5 or 6 slot. Um, I demand, you know. But other than that, the rest of it, I'm there for them, and they take care. It does end up taking a lot of that time. It's like I'm here from 4, and they're probably done now. It's almost 5. It actually just got quiet, and I'm here to make sure everything goes good, you know. Uh, but I'm not on the clock because I'm out here, talking to my phone. I'm just kidding. I know I'm talking to all you guys, you know, but I mean, yeah, I'm playing. So, yeah, just one of those days. One of those days. Um, I had I was ready to pack it up. I really was ready to pack it up. And if I'd had more money in the bank right now, I may have, you know. Um, I'd probably be in Florida 3 days from now, 2 or 3 days from now, maybe even one, if I was that pissed. You know, it is 5:05 right now. All right, all right. I do have a place in mind, and if that didn't work out, I have another place in mind. 3:05. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because so Vegas is in Pacific time zone. I wish I could. I would love all that stuff that goes on in Arizona and that area. I would love to be able to catch that. You have no idea, you know, and that's part and play why I would really love to make money off of YouTube, you know, um, because I would love to be able to show people something other than champagne right now, you know. I would love to be able to see something other than champagne right now. And I've already been here longer than I've stayed in most areas, you know. Yeah. Oh, awesome. That's great. I hope somebody I hope somebody helps you. My PayPal and my Patreon is linked in my about page, and also the right corner of my banner on all pages. Always plug. Those of you who left, you could have said goodbye. They're not going to hear that unless they rewatch it. Yeah, so I actually said that behind their back. That's not great. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, smart move for sure. Um, I also have my oh, I did link my email to it also. It says for business purposes, but it automatically says that unless I can change that. I might have to see. I just linked it. I didn't exactly explore because it was like after I set the link that I saw that it said that. Okay, very cool. Right. I know what you meant. So yeah, and yeah, my Twitter and my Instagram, but I don't pay as much attention to those either. This is all I've been focusing my attention on. Yeah, yeah, and one day I did tweet it out before I went live, and it did actually end up being a really good day. I run into people, I follow them because and most oh really, wow, yeah, I mean, I wish, I don't put enough into mine yet, but yeah, that would really be nice. That's that kind of money to me, along with my job, uh, would be really helpful. You know what I'm saying? Um, so but you guys have, you guys put the work in to get there where you're at now. It's like living zeal. One time they were talking about how they get 500 a month from Patreon and like 500 a month from YouTube. But they really did the work to get there too. Also, so all that you get, you earned for sure. No, I locked it. I'm the last one that went through it. I'm gonna make sure though. Anyway, yeah, I heard a noise. It wasn't that much of a noise. It could have even been a door closing all the way over there in that parking lot. All right. Yeah, and that's another thing too is that I don't have as many expenses as you guys have. Um, I've even heard some people say that they paid as much in gas traveling as they would have paid for rent. I'm one of those kind of guys that feels bad when he steps on a bug. To be honest, that's why I looked down that one time. I heard a crunching sound. I believe it. I totally believe it. And you have a fairly fuel efficient van too. And I said that right. Oh yeah. Wow. They have actually a smaller van than yours too. But and then a lot. See, I would be one of those that would spend. I would get to one of those campgrounds that you can stay 7 days out of a month, and I'd probably be there for that 7 days and just soak it in. That's nice. That's nice. 25 being the worst. Mine probably couldn't get that downhill. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know? And I have actually been leaning a little bit more towards that one lately. I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, rain can be a bummer, but sometimes I like that too. You know, like just being inside my camper and the hard rain coming down and the wind blowing it around and stuff, you know. Yeah, yeah. How is she doing? When I'm on my live stream, I don't think to ask, and then afterward, I'm like, I wonder how Angie's doing. You know? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm so focused. That's like one of the things in my head. I get focused in one direction, and my gear gets stuck. Oh, really? Because yeah, I know she said something about getting blood work yesterday. Oh crap. Oh no. I didn't know it was that bad. I was thinking like sick like a wow. Hey, Pam's Great Outdoors. How are you doing? Um don't be so upset because I have had a really bad day. I'm not in a great mood, so I'm a little bit on the serious side today. Oh, dang. Yeah, that's gotta be wow. Lots of Gatorade. I don't know. I mean, that's gotta, she probably doesn't have any left in her body now. That's gotta be rough. Wow. Wow. All is good? Okay. Well, yeah. I'm, you know, and I, one of the weirdest things is that since I've been got here to Champaign, there's a lot of times I just don't want to eat, you know. When I was down in Florida, it was like eating 3 times a day, you know. And since I've moved here, I eat like once a day, and then like late at night, I feel like snacking, you know. Um, I don't know what that's all about. And I think food tasted funny when I got here too. I don't know. It's probably the water as I drink some. So you know, um, when I actually learned how much water has an effect on everything around, um, was because you know, when I was young, I went into a pizza place that I frequented, sort of, uh, just a little, you know, mom and pop place, but they were from Brooklyn, so you know, it was good pizza. And he was talking about that. He kept trying to make his pizza taste the same, and it wasn't a squirrel; it was a bug. But and he was like he you know, he was like he tried putting more of this in it and tried putting more of that in it, and he just couldn't get it to taste the same. And one of his friends came down with a bunch of jugs of water from Brooklyn, and they made pizza, and he's like, "That's exactly it," you know. Yeah, I'm glad you made it here too, Pam. Thanks. So you know, water is everything, and I'm beginning to miss salt water now, I guess. That's, and then I'll go down there for 6 months and I'll be ready to leave again. I don't know. I mean, I know that about me. If I want to go somewhere really bad, I know it's not going to last long. I'm just, my whole life has been pretty much moving around. So, and I'm glad about that. I've seen a lot of cool places. This is actually the furthest west I've ever been. Moving here. It was right. Why did I have to move it? Fidgety, sorry. But, so, those moments when you look directly at the sun and you're like, why did I do that? You're not going to find that here today, bro. But thanks for sticking around, man. In a way, I wish I had 24 new ones in my live stream today for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. I know, right, Grant? But the mood I'm in, yeah, I had a feeling, it's like, days like this. And one day I was like this, and it was like, boom, 20 popped in, and I'm like, I'm like, yeah. And yeah, they left quick. But, it's not like, I'm making fun of, people, or I'm down on people, because, I myself, sometimes I pop in a stream and I'm just not, it's not something I'm digging. And, and I'll go somewhere else, so it's like, like I was saying, I understood that, me feeling the way I'm feeling today. Yeah, duck does taste good. I do like duck. I had duck at a French restaurant a couple of times. and duck does taste pretty good. And I do like to play with ducks too. So, but I've never eaten squirrel, or snake, but I have eaten eel. I've had Florida deer, but I haven't had deer from up north. And Florida deer is kind of a different thing. Oh, is it? Yeah, it is kind of its own taste. Um, yeah, and I've also had squid and octopus, gator tail. I love gator tail when it's fresh, and done right. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. I wouldn't be able to kill one myself though. That's squirrels are like, like cats for me. You know what I'm saying? I bet it does. Yeah, and it's probably a good thing that uh, that it was a French restaurant that I tried it. Yeah, I know you like animals too, dude. I do too. You know, I guess I'm lucky. I don't really like cows. Oh. Yeah, I was stuck on the first one for a second there. I was studying it too much. Um, yeah, gears stuck. Mine were not. Yeah, Gator. The time I did try Gator, it was at a neighbor's house that was having a cookout, and it was probably not legal, which was probably why we were invited. Yeah, ducks are cool. Definitely, yeah. And I love seeing deer and all that. And I also I helped someone clean a deer once. So hey, X Gaming, how's it going? um, X Gaming. Uh, I'm having a very bad day, and my live stream is on a serious note today because I'm just kind of like, you know, if you want a reference as to how my live stream usually goes, check yesterday's. I'm just really not in a good mood, so I'm sort of on the serious side today. Yeah, thank you. Oh, X Gaming Josh Bale. I didn't catch all the name in there, but yeah. So that's one of those days. I'm having one of those days, bro. You know, honestly, yeah. Well, it wasn't the sole intention at the time, but it ended up being, yeah. I mean, it's like I followed the Bible. Not as much lately as I should, but uh, and yeah, I'm a big animal lover too, and yeah, it was like later given, yeah, uh, but yeah, so uh, uh, that's better. Exactly, yeah, exactly, and it's like I'm not so much down. I'm not down on people hunting, unless it's something that they're not going to eat. If somebody kills something that they're not going to eat, they're not the kind of person that I want to know. You know. Um, but yeah, I totally believe if you kill something, you should eat it. One time I was joking with somebody. Um, no, I'm not going to say it. I don't think. Uh, yeah, I go to the store. Yeah. I've never hunted in my life. Chat's gonna be a dick. There, see if that works. Yeah, sometimes I wonder. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, one time I was joking, talking about loving steak, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to buy a cow so I can just walk back there in the yard and take a bite out of it." And I was, but yeah, I was a different person. So, and it's like I was like making mooing sounds and all that too. And they were like, you know. But there's no way I could. Honestly, and even then, the person that I was then, and joking about it and all that, there's no way I could cause pain to an animal like that. You know, that's one of those things you really don't know how you're gonna be unless you actually get into that situation. Um, because um, yeah, and but it's like I have found that out a few times that you really don't know how you're going to act until it actually happens. And one of those being that when I was younger, I wanted to die. Didn't care if I died or didn't care if I lived. Um, I have been outside of my body and I know what the other side is like. Also, so that didn't help very much, but it also did make me realize that I didn't want to die um, at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you really don't know how you're going to be until that exact moment comes into effect, how you're going to act for any certain thing. When people get hungry, they change. And especially, yeah, if somebody you're responsible for gets hungry, that's like even more than your desire. At least it is for me anyway. Yeah, yeah. Hey, wonderful story. How's it going? Bad day, serious live stream. Uh, yeah, I'm having, I've had not a very good day. Fantastic Calamity. How's it going? I hear you. Actually, Sanin Rex Fire. Hey, how's it going? I'm having a really bad day. Had a really bad day. One of those I'm ready to pack all my stuff and leave days. So my live stream has been a little bit on the serious side today. So I hear you. If you want a reference for how my live streams usually go, check yesterday's. And it was like pretty good all the way through. Um, so yeah, my mood got wrecked this morning. And yeah, and I kind of, I myself am a lot happier than I used to be. But still the depression is there. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it doesn't fill me up as much anymore. And so I'm in that blah mood today where like I'm happy. I was looking forward to doing this. I always look forward to doing this. But today I really was because I kind of needed all of you. And I just, so I'm like happy inside, but it's not projecting today. And I knew it was going to be like that. But the show must go on. And again, like I was saying, I was really looking forward to it today. One of those moments, I'm glad I turned the bill around because the sun's over there. Oh, Worm's Eye View. How's it going, man? Yeah, I had a wrecked morning, and it set me in that mood that I'm stuck in. Um, but it's like I'm a lot happier now because of all you cool people. But I'm like smiling inward. So I'm not exactly projecting happiness today. It's a little bit of, I hear you. I hear you. And yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but I was looking forward to this live stream, um, and and talking to all you people. Yeah, yeah, and yeah. I mean, I'm happy. I'm just, it's not going to get projected today, and I'm sorry. Um, all right, very cool, very cool. It's just that the live stream is a little bit on the serious side today. Yeah, yeah. And I was looking forward to chatting with all of y'all for sure. You know, just call them out. Thank you. Um, and I didn't say hi, and I don't know if I'm murdering your name or not, Sanin Rexfire. But hi. uh, and if I am, I'm sorry. I do still apologize all the time. Uh, and I'm not Canadian, so sorry about that too. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I mean, I value all of you guys. I'm very happy, and we were even having a conversation about going to other platforms earlier. And you have a great day, Grant. If you're saying that to me, thank you for coming by. Um, and Nature Nerd, stuff happens. Oh, okay. Nature Nerd's going. All right. You have a great day, yo. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm so confused. But it's cool. It's cool. Anyway, right? Oh, you know him, huh, Josh? John? All right. Yeah, I caught his like right after I saw yours. Sometimes my attention span isn't 100%, or sometimes it's not even 50%, but you know, right, right. Yeah, have a good day, Nature Nerd. That was funny though. I mean, I don't know if he intended it to be funny, but like, dude, I know you unfriended me. My plan for the day probably has vodka involved. Again, um, this whole week, I, month, year, maybe even. It's just been chaos, total chaos. People calling in, people not showing up, people quitting and training new people all the time, constantly. It's just been, yeah, yeah, because it's cheaper. I mean, I get stuck on some Jim Beam and, but yeah, money, I'm very, very poor and I'm very, very in debt, which my PayPal is linked in my, yeah, always plug. No, it's cool. I work in a bowling alley. I'll show you. It's probably quiet by now. Yeah, which is also another bummer too, you know. Awesome. So if you haven't seen the back of a bowling alley yet, you are about to. I'm sorry I'm shaking you all. Okay. You have a great day. Thank you. So I'm assuming you're very far from here and probably across the pond, one of them. But thank you for dropping by. Uh, uh, yes and no. Yes and no. But a lot of the times I have to clock out. Like right now I'm Six Hand Spice. How are you doing today? The short of it, I had a very bad, upsetting morning, and it wrecked me. So this, I'm cheered up. I was looking forward to doing this because I was looking forward to talking to all of you all. But the mood I'm in, I'm smiling inward, and so this has been on the serious side. But this is what I work on. Oh, I'm sorry. They well, at least you're not seeing dead people. Oh, these this is what sets the pins for you to bowl. And oh my god. Oh, well, I'm glad I got that one. That's what carries the pins back up. Back up. I'm looking forward facing camera, backward, and all that. And then over there is where the ball goes, and the ball lift picks it up, drops it back down the ramp, and it goes underground back to up front. Right? I know. I never seen it until I started working in one. And the first time I got a job in a bowling alley, I just meant it to be temporary until I figured out what I wanted to do. Wounded Moose, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. The short of it, I had a very bad day. This morning, my mood got wrecked, and I was looking forward to doing this and chatting with all you cool people, but right now I'm smiling inside and not exactly projecting. And I'm showing you all an 8270 pin spotter. And that's, see if I can get a good view. So, and my avatar right there. And my other two bikes also. Yeah, great to see him for sure. How are you doing, Wounded Moose, anyway? I didn't ask you. Me being all concerned about me, I guess. So, yeah, that's, but stuff like this is to be expected, as I am a key manager of sorts. And it's just been not getting better is all. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah. That was another thing. I haven't talked to you. I don't think I've talked to you since. How did you fare through the hurricane? There were a bunch of people that I was concerned about at that time, and and you are one of them. You know, I'm bad about forgetting things. I think about stuff, like, like I see you in a live stream, and well, I don't know if I've seen you around a whole lot, and that could be why. Okay, tree damage. All right, that's good because I heard a lot of places got leveled, and when it turned up to a 4, I was like, oh no, you know. So yeah, that is good, Moose, for sure. Um, I mean, it sucks going without electricity, but then also it probably, I know how it is when you're not used to not having electricity, but I've kind of sort of gone 2 years without it, but I've had places to go to get things charged. Uh-huh. Yeah, I've mostly gone to places that had a hurricane. I've only rode through one bad hurricane. And we had a tornado right behind the house too. And it did sound just like a train. Yeah. That's like, a lot of people talk about the hurricane being bad. And, it is a little, but the worst part of it is actually the tornadoes that spawn in the middle of it. You know, well, not in the middle of it, but, in it. Uh, and then, yeah, I remember when the eye passed over, going outside and checking things out, and then the rain started raining again. And, oh, wow. Wow. That's, yeah. I'm glad they got out. Yeah, that's a good place to be for sure. Yeah, Panama City. Yeah. That's, that's, yeah. And that's a bad place for it to landfall too. But, well, yeah, I mean, what Katrina did to like Louisiana was pretty bad though too. Right, right. I mean, because yeah, especially if you're on the sides of the hurricane, the worst part of being, the eye passing over you is that you get wind in, like, say, this direction, and then when it passes over you, you get wind in this direction, and stuff breaks when you wiggle it. You know what I mean? So that's why it actually is the worst part of the hurricane. It's not the eye; it's the before and the after of it. Oh, yeah. Please lick that smash button. Um, don't worry about sharing and tweeting. But yeah. Thank you. So, that was one of those things, about growing up in Florida. Yeah, yeah. That was one of those things about growing up in Florida, is that you find all that stuff out firsthand, and it's a terrible thing that's gonna happen, but you also been there, done that too, so um, and people are like about the alligators and the and this and that, and I'm like, what about them, just don't go swimming with steak on you. I don't know. Oh, all right, you have a good night, Worm's Eye View. Thank you for coming by. So yeah, I've and yeah, thank you for sticking around very much. um brighten my day up anyway. Y'all did. And that I didn't say enough today, for sure. You know, but yeah, it's growing up in Florida, you know, and it's like, it teaches you not to sort of really be afraid of animals, but also how to respect animals, because of the alligators, that swamp might be infested with alligators, don't wade in it, you know, or, and really they should be more worried about the water moccasins. One time, a friend of mine and I were leaving the Village Green Mall in Port St. Lucie, back when it was a mall. And it was an outdoors mall, but, a lot of Florida stuff was. Right, right. And we were going by this one culvert, and there was a snake that stretched all the way across it, and his tail and his head were off of it. And I mean, he was like about that big around, and that was a pretty awesome sight. I stayed there and stared at it until it left. Right. Yeah, and it's like, it's not that they live through it, because it's all they know, and stuff like that. And yeah, it was a trip. It was a trip. And one time, uh, I was working for my dad. Yeah, it was a huge snake. One time I was working for my dad, and it looked like a rope all the way across the road. And, it wasn't like huge. It was probably something, about like that, you know, but it was all the way across the road on 714, back when it was a dirt road. And we ran it over, and he was like, "What was that, a snake?" And he's like, he backs up, and sure as heck it was, and it struck his bumper. I'm pretty sure he was angry after that. So, that was like a pretty cool thing. But yeah, it was kind of like, growing up, even even the first week after moving to Florida, I didn't care for it. But um, that was kind of because of experiences, I guess. But also, I grew up till I was 10 in like a hilly area with maple trees and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. I didn't have what woods I did actually. Yeah. But where I was very developed. So, and the wood, it was pretty much all palmettos around in those areas. So, you if you wanted to get anywhere, you had to do it with a machete. you know. So, but there were some woods that, for some reason, the fire department drove through. Yeah. Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, I learned how to climb a palm tree without anything, you know. Um, but they were usually at a slant. Probably got blown that way at one time. I don't know, but uh, well, I don't know. I guess they do kind of just grow that way. Maybe I don't know. I never really examined that. I know one of the reasons that they're, I mean, they talk about they talk about that they don't get blown down from the hurricanes because they flex so much, um, and that's partly true. But also, most palm trees grow their roots straight down. You know, it'll pretty big root. They'll have that ball around them, and stuff. But the main root, um, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I kind of wish I was more in the country areas of Florida, in a way, you know. But then again, all my good friends grew up with, ended up having pickup trucks with four wheelers in the back of them. So, you know, but so another part of the reason why palm trees are so strong is because they have a really good foundation, you know, and yeah, so but yeah, that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this. Um, I really appreciate you guys sticking around. Yeah, you have no idea. You guys helped me a lot today. Um, y'all good family. So, uh, thank you for watching Nomadic Bike. And always remember to live free, live for the now, and always chase your dreams. It will eventually, I think.